In the quiet echoes of a sun-drenched park, my life felt like a perfectly composed photograph. There was Liam, my best friend since childhood, his laughter a familiar melody. And there was Chloe, the woman I loved, her smile the light that guided my world. We were an inseparable trio. Our days a montage of shared jokes, birthday celebrations under confetti-filled skies, and picnics where the future felt as boundless as the horizon. I remember one afternoon Chloe and I were lost in our own world, and I caught a glimpse of Liam watching us. He was smiling, but there was a flicker in his eyes, a shadow I couldn't decipher then, but which would come to define everything. The shift was subtle, almost imperceptible at first. It started with whispers, seeds of doubt planted by Liam in the fertile ground of Chloe's mind. He'd casually mention my unrealistic career goals, framing my ambition as a flaw. He'd take minor disagreements between Chloe and me and magnify them into chasms of incompatibility. While I was busy building our future, he was systematically dismantling its foundation, positioning himself as her confidant, her rock. I felt Chloe pulling away, a new distance growing between us like an invisible wall. The warmth we shared was replaced by a confusing tension, leaving me grasping for an explanation that remained just out of reach. The inevitable confrontation came on a rainy Tuesday, the world outside mirroring the storm in my heart. Chloe ended our relationship, her words a confused mix of her own doubts and sentiments that sounded eerily like Liam's. The full weight of the betrayal crashed down on me days later when I saw them together. Their hands intertwined, a public declaration of their new beginning built on the ruins of my world. The pain was a physical entity, a hollowness that consumed me. My world shrank to the four walls of my apartment as I isolated myself, replaying every moment, every shared laugh, now tainted by the poison of deceit. At first, Liam and Chloe paraded their happiness for the world to see, a constant, painful reminder of what I had lost. But the universe has a way of balancing its books. Karma began its slow, methodical work. Liam's promising career took a nosedive when a major project he was leading failed in a blaze of public disgrace. This professional downfall was followed by a cascade of financial woes, unexpected legal troubles that drained his savings and added layers of stress to his life. The pressure began to crack the facade of their perfect relationship. Arguments became frequent, and the trust between them, already built on a shaky foundation, started to crumble. Friends who had once admired him now kept their distance, his betrayal a stain he couldn't wash away. In the end, Liam found himself alone, stripped of his career, his wealth, and the woman for whom he had sacrificed his integrity. I saw him once across a crowded street, a broken man haunted by the reflection of his choices. He was a ghost of the friend I once knew. As for me, time, the great healer, had slowly stitched my wounds. The pain had given way to perspective. I found new purpose in my work, surrounded myself with people who valued honesty, and rediscovered the peace that comes from living a life of integrity. My happiness was no longer tied to another person, but was something I had rebuilt, stronger and more resilient than before. This journey taught me a profound lesson. The choices we make are echoes that will eventually find their way back to us. While the sting of betrayal is a bitter pill, true and lasting happiness can only be constructed upon the solid bedrock of honor and integrity. In the quiet solitude of my new life, I found a strength I never knew I possessed, a quiet contentment that was truly my own, and for that, I am finally at peace.